Hari Om children. Before we go ahead with today's story, I have a question to ask each one of you. Sometimes at home, we do see our parents, grandparents or someone in pain. When I say pain, a headache, stomach ache, backache, knee pain. What do we do when we see them in pain? There are different kinds of people. The first kind. Amma has headache. Amma, just make me dosa and then you go and sleep, no? The second kind. Amma has headache. Okay, I'll make my own Maggie. Amma has headache. The third kind. Amma, do you want any medicine? Should I make you some dosa? Do you want me to make you tea? Are you okay? What kind are you? Now, we all fall into any one of these three categories. There is a fourth category. And in that category is where our hero falls in. Narayan Bhattadri. Born in 1560 in Guruvayur, in Melpattur, in Kerala. He was a very bright and a brilliant student. He went to his teacher, Achyuta Pisharadi, to learn. And we all at the end of our Gurukul usually give Guru Dakshina. But you know what Narayan Bhattadri did? He didn't give anything to his teacher. He took from his teacher. What did he take? Well, Achyuta Pisharadi was suffering from an incurable disease which caused him constant and excruciating extreme pain in his joints. He was not able to move on his own. He constantly needed help. Now, by using a particular kriya, Narayan Bhattadri took his guru's pain and the disease onto himself and relieved his guru. Who does that? Well, he did it. And that's why he is the hero. For the first reason. There's a second reason. Usually, when people are in pain, they become dejected and give up hope in life. But that's not what Narayan Bhattadri did. He was in constant pain, but he wanted to do something. His parents were very unhappy that a young boy, 23, 24 years old, and in this kind of a state, they took him to many astrologers. One particular astrologer looked at him and said, if you want to get relieved of the pain, Meenai Tottu Kootuga. Meenai Tottu Kootuga. Why will I touch fish? All his relatives were shocked. We are vegetarians. We don't touch fish. But Narayan Bhattadri understood. By saying that, the astrologer actually meant that he should start with the fish. And that meant the Matsya Avatar. And that's how he started writing Narayaniam based on the entire Bhagavatam. Verses of Bhagavatam was concised into 1,000 odd verses. 100 dashakams with 10 shlokas each. Isn't that amazing? So he used to sit in the Guruvayurappan temple. There is a place that was given to him. That place is still there. And when he used to sit there and constantly write or sing his Narayaniam, and he would get this doubt, what should be the next word? How should I end this shloka? He would just peep into the Garbhagriha and he would hear Lord's voice prompting him as to what is to be written. So technically, if credit for Narayanam has to be given, 99% it is Narayan Bhattadri's work, but 1% it is the Lord's work as well. Now that's not it. Narayan Bhattadri belonged to a secret school of mathematics. It was called the Sangama Gramam. They usually did a lot of encryption in their shlokas. They used to encrypt the value of pi in some shlokas, or they would communicate the dates on which they wrote the shloka or the day in which they ended the shloka, or various other things through different shlokas. Now when Narayan Bhattadri was ending Narayaniyam, he ended it with saying Ayur Arogya Saukhyam. Now, to all of us, it would sound like a normal word, and we would think, yes, he is saying that whoever listens to Narayaniyam would be blessed with Ayur, Arogya, and Saukyam. That is, good health and happiness. But there is a second meaning to it. It is called as the Katapayadi Sankhya. They used Katapayadi Sankhya to encrypt. If we use that encryption language and decrypt Ayur, Arogya, Saukyam, it would come to a certain number. And when you put it into a software, you will get the date 27th November 1587. That is the date he finished this particular shloka. That's what it means. And guess what? It also was Guruvayur Ekadashi on that particular day when he finished this Narayaniyam. Amazing, isn't it? So encryption was something that was known to people even then, and so beautifully that could be blend into this kind of shlokas, right? So try Google and finding out a little bit more about Sangama Gramam. You might find interesting things. Hari Om.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you learned something from it and you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to go down below and give this video a humongous thumbs up, as well as click the red subscribe button and the grey notification bell right beside it, so you get notified whenever I upload any new videos. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below, and I will try to respond to your comments. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye!